Hey everyone, it's Victoria. Okay, it's Friday. Who needs a vacation? I know I do, especially today. It was just one of those days where nothing was flowing, right? Yep, nothing flowing in a Mercury retrograde where we're reminded to slow down, pause, and pace ourselves, pace with grace. So I started this little idea last Friday, my Where in the World Am I? The idea, the concept here is that, when we feel limited in our circumstances and our collective circumstances, what's going on now in the world with the pandemic, but in general, when we feel limited or stuck, we have the gift of the power of our minds to expand, to vision, to go anywhere really with our imaginations. So every Friday, I'm going to offer a video with a backdrop with a place that I've wanted to go or I've heard people talking about or just a fun destination. So we can take this vacation in our mind to restore, replenish, find some joy, and be creative. We need to be creative during these times. So that's what I'm offering to you here. And I used to live in California and I moved, to Washington State in a beautiful area with nature as my back door, right? My got rivers and lakes and beautiful mountains and not too far from the ocean as well. But when I was in California, I would be in an office taking someone through a guided imagery process, having them imagine someplace they'd like to go. Imagine you're sitting by a river or a creek. And now, I started to take people just go outside, go sit by the tree, go wander through the forest. But when we're not able to go and do the things we want to do, we can close our eyes and go in to a state of relaxation and start up that imagination, the movie theater in our mind, and take ourselves with all of our senses where we want to go. So, look at this backdrop. Where do you imagine I might be in my mind, in my imagination? This is actually a place that has been on my vision board for a long time. And this is another extension of visioning. When I teach my visioning class, which I have an online version of, the Sacred Soul Visioning, one of the things I invite people to do is tell the story as if you are doing the thing you want to do. So I'm going to tell you a story of where I am and then see if you can guess. Maybe you've already guessed where I am in the world. And invite yourself here too. It looks like it's a beautiful day. The sun is setting and getting ready to maybe go for a nice walk or a bike ride. But right now, I'm just sitting looking at this beautiful, beautiful view. I might have a little beverage of choice handy. And in this particular region, I might be drinking the local adult beverages, if you know what I mean. So imagine yourself here. It's perfect temperature. It's the temperature that you most love. For me, that would be a little coolness in the air, but the sun, I can still feel the warmth of the sun. And here in this beautiful view that we're looking at, we can hear the birds chirping. We can hear the sounds of the day kind of slowing down a little bit. Maybe we can hear our bellies rumbling or feeling our bellies, indicating that it might be time for some lovely food. Maybe you can imagine that you're here with all of your loved ones, all of your favorite people, and there's food being prepared in the kitchen, and there's a beautiful table that has this view, and we'll be gathering around that table, enjoying the flavors of this region, enjoying a nice glass of Italian wine, and just deeply, deeply relaxing. Let yourself imagine How would you feel sitting here right now, looking out at this vista, feeling the cool or warm, whatever your desire is, air on your skin, feeling your body being soul and mind acclimating. You know, when you go on vacation, sometimes it takes a little bit of time to just let it all go. But imagine you've arrived in that sweet vacation spot in your soul where there isn't a care in the world. You're just present to the feeling of you in a location you've always wanted to go. So, on my vision here, I went for a beautiful bike ride earlier. So, my body is feeling really rested and tired, and my soul feels filled with the lusciousness of everything I've been taking in from what I see, what I feel, what I've heard. So, what would you be experiencing here right now? Maybe you can imagine that you sat somewhere at a table with your favorite beverage and you were writing or journaling or reading a good book and then just looking up and around and looking at where you are and really feeling that joy of being. And for me, when I'm in a new environment, especially, I've only been to Switzerland, I have not been to Italy yet, but that kind of feeling when you're emerging into a whole different culture and for me, my whole being expands to with curiosity and excitement to learn a little bit about the language, the culture. So, where are we? Well, maybe some of you, like me, loved the movie Under the Tuscan Sun. And since then, or before then, I think I actually had this desire before that movie came out. I wanted to go to Tuscany. And my vision of Tuscany is just that gentle bike rides, or I don't know because I've not been there, but I have this image of being in a bike with a basket and I ride into the small village where I can gather some foods, some bread, some wine, something to prepare in the kitchen for my guests or for me, and just absolutely being there as if I lived there, just really being there. And then just enjoying each and every moment as my soul becomes more illuminated by all that I'm enjoying, and my mind more still, my body restored. So, this is my vision of Tuscany. What might yours be? What would you be doing on your vacation in Tuscany? I'd love to hear. Um, Write something in the comments. I'm curious if you guessed it right away or you waited till I told you where I am, where we are. If you're using the power of your imagination, you could be right here too. Anyway, I hope this offered you just a little respite from your life, just a joyful moment to take a vacation in your mind. And if Tuscany is not your cup of tea, where do you want to go? Drop me a note and maybe we'll go there together. In the meantime, be creative with meeting your needs, stepping out of that limited space into an expanded space through visioning. Those things you can't do in this moment, you can vision, feel it, imagine it, sense it, activate it as if it's real right now, because when the door opens for that possibility, you'll be ready. All right. I hope this time in Tuscany nurtured your soul, gave you some joy, and I'm just delighted that you spent some time with me. Please let me know you were here with a comment. Subscribe if you haven't. Like the video if you feel called, and share with your friends if you feel called. I'll be back on Monday or Tuesday with more of an informational, supportive video to help you nurture your soul and your potential. Until then, take good care. Ciao.